This is Search and Rescue on Reaper Four Skulls. So this is the last of the level 30 Reaper quests. Quite a few. It's just a lot of questing at this level, and it's worth it. So far, 360,000, just shy of 360,000 Reaper XP. After this, it's going to depend on what my guildies want to do. So uh, there's a number of raids that we want to run, but there's a bonus this weekend, XP bonus. So I think the focus this weekend might be more on XP. Coronavir may TR and then try to get back up to 30 over the weekend. Epic TR, that is. Go back to 20 and take some sagas and get back to 30. Run quests and get back to 30. So depending on what they want to do, there's a bunch of raids that we're planning to run. Specifically, sort of like three-person raids. There's quite a few legendary raids that we run with 3 people, and that's a good way to get Threads of Fate. And so we'll run those and record those, and then I'll be ready to TR. So just about done with this life. It's a super long life. That was kind of by design.
You found the crevasse mark.
And had a lot of fun.
Now you need to descend down into the tomb to rescue the missing adventurers.
If there's any remnants I'm missing, since it's remnant weekend, there's a couple champions, or at least one champion, maybe not 2. Reaper. So we'll still get from the, and again, I'm not sure on the timing on the flagging quests, but if we decide to run Mark of Death and which is a legendary raid, but then there's Fall of Truth, which is not, and so if we decide to run those, then there'll be some other quests, flagging quests that have to be run. And I'm not sure, the giant home quests are level 25. We're over the level. The thing still hit pretty hard there on Reaper, but I don't know if it's worth reporting that or not, since it's over the level. Or just a raid. So we have to figure all that out. Remnant over here. We're going to get a group of undead. Let's see if we can get this Plague Reaper. Oh, worked pretty nice. One on Holy Retribution and one on the Assassinate. Okay, we're going to get a pretty big mob here. I've got a poison proc, so I'm going to let this thing wear off here first because that's a lot of damage. And if I get another stack or 2 on me, it can be pretty bad. Stuns don't work on these guys. The Holy Retribution does, or should. And so the level 29 and even the level 24 Reapers. So part of the reason that level 30s are so high aren't just because they're higher level. It's level 30 plus quests are double the Reaper XP. So if we run a level 29 quest, we're going to get a little less than half the Reaper XP. So basically, what we've been getting around, the 1600 to 2000 range. Based on what we've been getting from the 30s. Most were under 4,000. We've had a few in the 4,000 area and over 4,000 for Reaper XP, but most are under 4,000.
As the last control orb is activated, you hear the sound of stone grinding against stone.
Local champions, we'll have to be careful here. Both light bears. We're going to want to make sure nobody gets locked out here. Kind of move slowly.
A gaunt
together.
form can be seen at the far end of this large hall, resting against a massive throne. Disturbed by your trespass, the ancient mummy comes to life.
We can't figure out what his DR is. It's not piercing. Healing curse, need to get rid of that. This part here can be a little dangerous. We just have to make sure that we're all quelled and DR is not piercing, it's not slashing, it's not bludgeoning. It's not evil or good. So we're not sure what his DR is. It might just be just DR, period. But we're getting him slowly.
A flash of light from the throne on the
A lot of the
dais.
damage was sneak damage from Shyly, since we were all getting damage reduction, and none of us are familiar with what his damage reduction is. Got the curse. Here's the first person we're going to free, and none of these adventure packs or collectibles work. They just give you an error, no target.
Around him lie the
In this quest, it's kind of bizarre. We don't want to go left. That's basically an optional path with some nasty armor hulks.
A lone shader Kai stands quietly in the shadows
That's
of this
two,
old
so there's 5 total. One is at the very end that we can't talk to until after the dragon is down. And there's 2 more on the way to the dragon. was one of those situations where I should have definitely used the Undying Vanguard. I don't know why I didn't. Um, I guess I thought maybe we could manage it, but two Carnage Reapers and three Umber Hulks, that's a pretty tough draw. So Umber Hulks do stuns, they do knockdown, they have, all sorts of things that just are not good for us. All right, so one of the people we need to rescue is in here, and there's a lot of bad kobolds guarding him. Oh, I'm gonna get my, have to get my, at least my dodge clicking here. Alright, two Reapers. Alright, I'm not going to make the same mistake. Undying Vanguard.
Lies amidst the rubble in this foul smelling. The sight of the walls around the body amongst themselves.
Here's the third person we have to rescue. Nice remnant chest. Let me just see if that was a blue shine. I don't think it was, but let me just check. Nope. So I don't know how we got Dungeon Alert Orange there. All I did was step up here, and we don't have a single enemy around. We've killed every single enemy we've encountered. I have no idea how we got Dungeon Alert Orange from that. But the dungeon alert's gone, so whatever was it seemed like that mob was somehow was causing the dungeon alert, but we were not even close to it. But somehow Reapers sort of break the whole system.
A faint voice, praying in Elven, echoes up from a hole in the rock.
All right, and here's the last person before the end fight we need to rescue. And we've got none of these collectibles work here, and we just have a few bats here. We might as well clear them out. And I'm going to save this shrine. I mean, we're going to clear up to the end fight, then come back and shrine. Just to make sure we want to be good for that end fight. The end fight's kind of tough. try to draw
The
back
air
just some of the
becomes
enemies.
scorching hot
Back
as
here.
you approach a passage filled with pools of lava. An exceptionally large blocks the passage.
Leave this last warning.
Good time to shrine. I'm going to lay on hands and want to get my Undying Vanguard reset.
Glowing pools of searing lava dot this massive chamber. Yet the thing that draws your eye is the resting form of an ancient red dragon. A faint whimpering can be heard from the far end of the lair. It sounds human. The dragon's disgust. More interlopers. Didn't the string of bodies hung along the entrance make it clear I don't want visitors? The dragon's anger grows. You don't show the slightest bit of respect or common sense. So typical of your kind. They will end this trouble quickly for your own sake. Dragon attacks with a roar. Angry kobolds filled the lair as the creatures rushed to protect their master. Of anger turned to whimpers of fear, and then silence. The wizard chained to the back wall of the lair beckons to you.
Want to make sure you get this rescue
You've
first.
successfully rescued Hopkins' missing party.
$4,349 Reaper XP, 31 minutes, and some of that was a few AFKs there, so it was probably more about, well, 25, 26 or 27 minutes. And that is Search and Rescue on Reaper Forest Skull.